Visual Financial Specialist and co-developer of the Finboard, a new financial report writer for visual manufacturing. Today, I'm going to take you through to an introduction of this solution that is saving CFOs and the rest of the management team at different visual companies lots of time and resources, helping them access financial information online and make better decisions. So how are we fixing the financial reporting problem for visual users? Well, I will show you that. Over the next 30 minutes, we will review how Finboard allows you to easily create financial reports just by copying and pasting GL codes from your visual chart of accounts, how you can save time when performing account research and balance analysis, as you can now drill all the way down to document details from the reports, with just a few clicks. How you can share the financial reports online to allow other departments to do their own analysis, or export your reports to Excel as easy as a click of a button. So let's review how Finboard looks like. So now what you see on the screen is on the left-hand side, we have all the different menus. We have the financial reports, report builder, cash analysis, and AP audits. These last two are basically bonuses that we've added based on customer feedback and just to help you do further analysis. On the middle right-hand side of the screen is the actual financial report dashboard. That's what you are viewing at the moment. So at the top of this main screen, we have different fields where we have to make our selection to be able to see the financial reports. So we select the year. These are all the fiscal years that you have created in your visual database. It is multi-currency, so if you have more than one tracking currency, you can see the financial reports in different currencies. It is multi-entity, so if you have more than one entity, you can also use the same screen to see different financial reports from different companies. If you're using budgets in visual, then you can compare your financial information with your budgets. All you need to do is to enable the Show Budgets feature and then select the budget type you want to compare your financial reports to. And then we have different ways to report on the screen. You can select a cutoff month, or you can select to review the 12 months within the fiscal year. The other characteristic here is you will see that some periods, some fiscal periods are purple. That means that my period is still open in visual manufacturing. So how that helps is by allowing other users, not only finance, but other users of the financial reports, to know that these numbers are still going to be confirmed. So finance is still going through the month-end closing. So what do we do next? When we make all these selections, all I need to do is to click on Reports and select the actual report I want to view on the screen. So let's say if I want to see this income statement general, all I need to do is click Load, and you can see that a bar there appeared very quickly to upload the information. So now I can see my income statement general on the screen. I have also on the screen, I have already opened for you the balance sheet, the income statement, another income statement for furniture in this case. And you can see that it's comparing, because I selected a budget, it's comparing my actual figures for the month to the budget figures. And when I'm over that budgeted figure, then it calculates the variance for me. It also has the year-to-date columns, which are very helpful when we have to do our financial reporting and analysis as well. So one of the main characteristics of of this Finboard is that it allows you to drill all the way down to transactions. So for example, if I want to see the details on my sales here, I can see that in this case I have one invoice. It's a receivables invoice. It tells you the type. It tells you the account you're looking at. It tells you the customer. Now, we want to see more. So what we need to do is just click on that document, and now the tool, the Finboard, will open up that actual document. What we see now on the screen is the actual receivable invoice. This is all the information that you have in your visual database. By account, the description, the amount, everything that you see on the actual invoice entry in your visual database. So you don't have to log into the system now to see the details. With just a couple of clicks, you now got into the document details. These GL accounts can also be restricted. So if you, for example, have some payroll entries that you want to protect, you don't want to provide access to the users of the report to those payroll entries, we have restriction controls. So you can restrict users from seeing accounts that they are not authorized to see. So how to create a report now? Well, it's very easy and very intuitive as well. We go to Report Builder, and what you see on, now the screen is divided in two. On the left-hand side, you see the chart of accounts. That is your chart of accounts from Visual. So the tool has been designed for visual manufacturing. So you basically is a plug-and-go tool. You can start using it right away. So from your chart of accounts, what you have to do is to, first of all, to be able to create a report, which is, we are going to create a report on this blank screen here on the right-hand side. We need to select the type of report we want to create. We want to create a new balance sheet or a new income statement. Let's create a new income statement. So the first thing I need to do is to give this report a name. So I'm going to call it test. And then we have to think about the skeleton of the report, and this will help you. It will basically save you even more time when you're creating and reviewing the report. So we have to think about the skeleton of this report. And this is an income statement, so I want to see my gross profit, my total income. So I'm going to create those main groups. And all I need to do is click on the title and start adding groups and rename those groups. So what I need to do first is to create my total. So I want to see my total income loss on this last line. So this is like a tree. You need to think about a tree when you design a report, from the top to the bottom, from the aggregated to the segregated information. Once I have my total, I will start adding other groups. So my other group will be, for example, my gross profit. That will be one of the main groups there. And under gross profit, I want to see another group that is called operating expenses, for example. Now I have to start adding accounts to these reports. Well, what I can do is I can add a group. So if I have created a group that contains a certain number of GL codes, I can use that group in my report, or I can just add accounts from my GL, from my chart of accounts. So if I want to add accounts, let's say I want to see my revenue first, of course, all I need to do is find that account. If I remember where it is, I can quickly go and look for that account, But if I don't remember, I can use this find feature and type part of the name of the account or the number of the account, and by pressing enter, now the tool will highlight all those account numbers that have that word on it. So I'm looking for my total revenue. So in this case, let's just as an example add one of them. So I'm going to use the domestics in this case. All I need to do is just copy and paste. And now that account is added to the report. Then I will check and find my total COGS. So in this case, I'm going to add the material cost, and I'm going to add my labor cost, overhead costs, services costs, and now I have my total gross profit. If I scroll to the right here, you can see that the behavior of each account, so how this account would add or subtract from the total, it's already predefined by the type of account. So if it's a revenue, it will add. If it is an expense, it will subtract. But if you can also have the ability to play with those signs as well if you need to. So for example, I don't want my operating expenses to add unless I'm adding unless I'm adding an account that is already subtracting. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add marketing, let's say. Let's see if we have marketing expenses, domestic. I will copy that. So once I have my report ready, all I need to do is to save that report. And then I get a confirmation that the report is saved. I go back to my financial reports now, and I will click on reports. I should be able to see my test report there, and there it is. So all I need to do is load it. And now I have the report I created on the screen. Now the next step is to be able to share this report with others. So that is under the admin, and the system administrator is the one that will share this report with others. So on the admin menu, we have report permissions and module permissions. So each user, as long as they have a visual user ID, then that visual ID is grabbed by the tool, and that's how you identify the different users. So on the report permissions, I need to find the user I want to provide access to. And let's say I have my engineering department or my engineering manager, and I want to add permission to my test report. So all I need to do is to grab the user, grab the report, and save the permission. So when he logs in, now he will see a list. On the report list, he will see only these 3 reports. So the tool is very secured. The tool is also multi-database. So if you have more than one site, you can see the reports, the financial reports, just from the same dashboard, from the same Finboard. You don't need to create multiple instances. So the tool will give you the ability to connect to multiple visual databases as well. The other thing I can do, if I want to share a report, let's say, with a user that doesn't normally log into the Finboard, I can just export the report to Excel and print it, or just print a screen view of the report and also share it that way. The export to Excel feature is very, very useful. So all you need to do is just click on the Excel button, select the period that you want to report on. You can again have the choice to select a cutoff month or a 12-month period. You have the option to select to show the account numbers or not. Some other than finance, some people don't need to see the account number, but it's their choice when they're using the tool. And all you need to do is click OK and then save it. Now you have the report in Excel. You can do further analysis in Excel. You can share now these with others. Just in Excel, you can send it to other people. But what we eliminate with Finboard is that that need of having to use different spreadsheets that we don't know now where the last version is. So now Finboard allows you to have an online view of your different financial reports with real data, with what has been recorded in your visual database. There are some other advantages here. So, for example, if I have an account that has not been linked, if you are familiar with Visual, you have parent accounts and posting level accounts. If the posting level accounts are not properly linked to the summary levels, then the basic and the main profit and loss, for example, summary account will not report properly. With Finboard, you can easily capture those anomalies. So if I go back, I can go back to the report, to the templates. And by the way, we provide a balance sheet, an income statement, and a trial balance ready for you. So you don't have to build those. All you need to do is to focus on building departmental reports and any other specific financial report you need. But the three main ones are already built for you based on your GL structure. So if I go back to my report builder, I have my chart of accounts here on the screen as I showed you, and I can collapse all the different main groups, which are total assets, total liabilities, and total equity. You can easily see now that you have two accounts that have not been subordinated properly, and that creates issues on the financial reporting side. So now it's very visible for visual users to know if there are any anomalies on the chart of accounts. This tool already also has some account audits. So when you create financial reports, you want to make sure that all the accounts have been used, or the ones that have not been used, you normally know why. Maybe because you haven't created a departmental report for that set of GL codes. So we provide a way to audit the reports. The tool will tell you where those accounts have been used and the ones that haven't. The other advantage, as I mentioned previously, is to be able to use account groups. So the account groups are basically sub-reports that you can reuse in different financial reports. So, for example, if you are reporting on your sales, but from different angles, you may want to create a total sales group. So all you need to do is assign a name to that report and then grab all the relevant GL codes. When you build your financial statements, you don't have to go and grab every single revenue account again. You just call up that group. The other advantage of the group is that if there is any account that you need to add, that you've added to your chart of accounts in Visual, you don't have to edit every single report. By editing the group, then all the reports that are using that group will be updated. So, as a summary here, let's do another overview. We can create as many reports as we want. We can report in multi-entity and multi-currency for multi-database from the same dashboard. It allows you to print the financial report as of a cut-off month or the 12-month period. And maybe I'll show you that. So if I want the 12-month period, I can just refresh. In this case, it's my test report, and now it will show me all the fiscal periods on that fiscal year. Now you can see that January and February are not purple because they have been closed in Visual. So those numbers are confirmed, basically. And I have my 12 periods plus the year to date. I can also drill down to different transactions. So as I showed you before, once you double click, you will show you all the invoices that, in this case, because I'm looking at the revenue, it will show you all the invoices that have been posted to that period. And all you need to do is double click and get the details, the transaction details. You can share these details as well with other users in PDF, in Excel, or as a print screen just by clicking on the share button there. There are two bonuses here, and as I mentioned before, they have been added based on customer feedback. The cash analysis is a way to audit the activity on the check activity on your bank accounts. So by selecting a starting posting date and an ending posting date and a bank account, of course, the tool will show you all the checks that have been printed from that bank account. It will show you the ones that have been cleared and the ones that have not cleared the bank yet. You can, if you have an inquiry from anybody, you can just type the check number here. So I can type 31257, I think it was. And as soon as I refresh, I can quickly find the information, all from one screen. There are lots of other fields that you can add to these main cash analyses, or you can eliminate if you don't want to see part ID or posting date because it's already at the top. You don't want to see, I don't know, user information, etc. Then you can eliminate, uncheck those fields there. The other advantage of these audits is that they will show information to up to the PO level. So if a check is for a certain PO, that will show up on the screen as well. Same idea has been applied on the AP audit. However, the difference between the two is that cash analysis will show you check activity by bank account. AP audits will show you vendor, like voucher activity, regardless if it has been paid or not. So this is used a lot by the AP department. And when vendors just make an inquiry, they can quickly type the voucher number here, and you can refresh and it will find the voucher for you, or you can use it as an analysis tool. You can see exactly what you are purchasing, where your money is going. Again, it's by posting date. It will show you vendor activity. You can filter. So all these funnels that you see next to a field are filters. So if you're looking for a specific information on a vendor for a specific period, then you can filter by that vendor. You can quickly export these to Excel and do further analysis or email it to anybody in your company. So these two are bonuses, but the main feature of this Finboard is the centralized dashboard, a seamless connection to your visual manufacturing database. So it has been designed for visual, and it's very intuitive. Really, the learning curve is minimum. Minimum training is required here. So, and obviously the one screen, a centralized dashboard that allows you to drill down to the transaction details, all from one screen without having to log into the system. So the tool is robust, it's innovative, it's intuitive. Some customers can have testified about that. Finboard is amazing. People are ecstatic. This is a game changer for us. That's an aerospace company that has created lots of reports with Finboard and delegating responsibility to the different departments to keep track of their own expenditure. So now each manager has a budget logs into Finboard and can track the progress and compare the figures, the actual figures with those budgets. It cannot get easier than this. I know exactly what is happening at the financial level and can check the financials online at any time. This is an owner of a company who basically was struggling with accessing, financial information. He had to wait for finance to create, the financial reports and the QRPs, update the QRPs, the different difficulties. So he's now happy to be able to see the progress. And another recommendation here, we love our BMS software. It saves us so much time. Plus, the software is so intuitive that we've been able to get a lot of use out of it right out of the box. That's a VP of Finance. So Finboard is a robust and innovative and intuitive solution that is helping visual users fix the financial reporting problems, as you've seen, saving lots of time and resources. I hope you enjoyed this brief overview of BMS Finboard. If you're interested in receiving a copy of the presentation, please send me an email at valeria@bms365.com. The package includes unlimited users as long as they exist in your visual database, multiple database, installation, 2 hours of training. The training is minimum, but we'll still provide you 2 hours of training if you want to know every single detail of it. And we also provide ongoing support from Live Help Desk. I hope you enjoyed this brief overview. If you want to know more about BMS 365 financial and manufacturing tools, visit us at www.bms365.com. We offer a variety of online presentations every month, online training, visual troubleshooting, and consultation. Consider joining the growing BMS 365 community on LinkedIn as well. And this is Valeria Vico wishing you good luck on your visual financial reporting. Thank you for watching.